A lot of things you hear about Arizona, well, some of it's fact, but a lot of those things are myth or fiction, maybe just some folklore, maybe just the stereotype of what it's like to live in Arizona. And that is exactly what we're gonna cover in today's video. So welcome back to Arizona Life. It's Rich Brecklin with eXp Realty. So what are some of the myths about Arizona? Well, everyone thinks Arizona is just so ungodly hot. And that is true, sort of. But right now, it's December and it's like 62 degrees. Granted, when I'm shooting this, it is in the morning, but Arizona, it is hot, but only for, 3-4 months out of the year. It doesn't really alter my life because it is so hot. Now, yeah, I'm not gonna take the dog for a walk in July in the middle of the day. So pet owners, use some common sense, obviously. And I'm not gonna go for a hike. Well, actually I have done that. So I do not recommend going for a hike in the, in the desert in the middle of the day, unless you are physically prepared and have water and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's hot, but it is not always so miserable. Myth number 2 is you have to be retired to live here. Now, as much as I would love to be retired, I'm not of retirement age and I'm still working. So a lot of people think, I've heard this referred to, and I'm not trying to offend you, I've heard it referred to as God's waiting room, but it's not. The median age here is, I think, 32-ish. The median age of the US is 35, 36. Now, Arizona, it really is a great place to retire, especially for those, who worked so hard their entire lives, put up with the freezing cold temperatures, and, they want to come here so they don't have to deal with that. While it is a great spot to come and live out your golden years, you do not have to be 55 plus to call Arizona home. Myth number 3 is scorpions, lizards, snakes are always killing people. You have to be on high alert with everything you do. Now, yes, I do not want to get bit by a rattlesnake. I don't want to get stung by a scorpion, but I have not gotten stung or bit by either of those. Now, I've seen them, I've kept my distance, and I don't know the last time someone has died from a snake bite here or scorpion sting. Matter of fact, in the US, I don't know if anyone has died in the last 20 years from a scorpion sting. And we have, one of the most venomous scorpions. I'm not sure what the exact terminology for that is, but the bark scorpion. And I've caught them in the Lost Dutchman State Park with tongs during a, someone who, that's what they do, to take us along. But yeah, just because they're here doesn't mean they're, just running rampant. Now, if you want to find them, you definitely can. But when it comes to especially, rattlesnakes, things like that, just keep your distance. They have professionals that you can call and they will remove them from your property. And you can also spray the exterior of your home. The main thing is, stagnant water and get water sources which attract crickets. Well, scorpions eat crickets, so eliminate the crickets and eliminate your chances for scorpions. But that is why pest control companies are so prevalent here, is because people I don't want any kind of bug in my house, but I don't want scorpions. Not that I'm worried about dying, but I don't want a painful sting from a scorpion. But there are no seasons. That is something that a lot of people will say, oh, aren't you gonna miss the seasons? I'm like, I'm not gonna miss the awful ones, that's for sure. So yeah, we don't see snow in Phoenix. However, you can see, Four Peaks, you can see some snow up there, or you can drive up to Flagstaff if you want to go roll around, build a snowman. You can head up there. But we do have seasons here. So you have super, super hot and not as hot. There are leaves on trees. I mean, leaves that fall in my yard, I know, because I have to rake them up. The changing of the seasons is more like changing of the license plates, but there are seasons here. They're just not as drastic as what you're used to maybe in the Midwest. So you really get to experience the best seasons for longer, except for summer. Because even though a lot of pools are heated here, I'm not necessarily wanting to get into the pool even when it's 75 out, because I don't know, I guess I'm old and It's just not my thing anymore. My kids will love it. I mean, all kids, they don't care. They love swimming. They don't care how cold it is. But yeah, so we do have seasons here. They're just not the same type of seasons which you're used to. The next myth is you're going to spend a fortune on your electric bill to cool your home. Now, when we moved here from Illinois, our gas and electric bill was, I mean, it was outrageous. Granted, we came from a pretty large home. It was like 4,700 square feet, but the bill was astronomical. So when we came here, I'm like, oh man, I was pretty worried because I'd heard the same thing. And I know I want my air set low. I like to be comfortable. And our home, I think it's like 2,500 square feet, give or take. It's 2-story. We have kids, and I keep that AC on constantly. And I don't think we had a bill over last summer that was over $230. Now our most recent bill was like 70 bucks, which was awesome. But I mean, for a short period of time where I'm having that bill at, you know, $230, you know, I'll deal with that, especially if it means keeping the house cool. But when people were telling us like, oh man, that your bill's gonna be outrageous, it's gonna be crazy, well, that is something we just haven't experienced that. Number 6, there is no culture here. And I don't know where that came from, where it started. Maybe because so many people are from somewhere else calling Arizona home, and it feels like almost everyone I've met is not from here. But you know, I don't believe that at all. You can really experience a lot of the Native American culture, the Southwest culture. There's a lot to learn about, you know, this area that you live in just by being here, immersing yourself in it. And there are so many, you know, different communities where there's, you know, there's art, there's museum, there's a lot of different things to take. So, you know, if you're in Gilbert, you're going to learn, you know, a lot of different things about, you know, Gilbert, the history of Gilbert, versus you go into Phoenix to, you know, Roosevelt Row, and all the art scene down there. So there's a lot of culture here. I'm not sure what people, when they say no culture, but you know, I've heard it from a lot of people. Oh, there's no culture there. I don't get it. So it's not what we found at all. And yeah, with so many people moving here from other places, they bring their culture also. So I think you get more of a diverse and a mix of culture here than maybe you would, you know, back in the Midwest where everyone feels like it's just doing the same thing. Myth number 7, it never rains. Now, we do not get the same amount of rain that some parts of the country do. That is a fact. But we do have the monsoon season. Now, this past summer, it rained quite a bit. It rained more here, at least it felt like, than back in Illinois where we were from. So it does rain here. Arizona gets dry, and the drought can be a cause for concern, and people are always worried about water, but there is a lot of water conservation groups. It is definitely not something that people aren't thinking and aware of and planning and, you know, using resources for, and a lot of the reclaimed water sites. But you know, back to rain, it does rain here. There's a monsoon season. It just doesn't get quite as much rain as other parts of the country. And you know, when it does rain here, people are excited for it. They look forward to it. It's not like it ruins your day. I don't want it raining all the time. So it's nice to be able to wake up and, you know, see the bright sunny sky, and you pretty much plan on it being sunny every day. All of the homes look alike. Now, it depends on the neighborhood, because some of that, it's a little true. You know, some of the homes, you know, if you're in a new build, you know, you might have 3 options to choose from. Again, that's being extreme. So right now I'm cruising through Barney Farms, a new master plan community in Queen Creek, and there are a lot of different options to choose from. Yeah, there's a lot of diversity. You know, if you want a Southwest style home, you can find it. We can go into Agritopia or Morrison Ranch in Gilbert, and a completely different style home. I don't feel like those are really a representative of Southwest and Arizona at all. Those make me feel like I'm back in Illinois and through some of the neighborhoods I grew up in, just newer properties. Large, small, stucco, adobe style, or you can have, like I said, your white picket fence, you know, green grass, and, you know, tree-lined streets. Again, whatever it is you're looking for, but not all of the homes look alike. And again, if you're looking for, you know, an older home, an older community, you can find it. Or if you're looking for a new build in a master plan community, like what I'm cruising through right now at Barney Farms in Queen Creek, which I did a video on if you're interested in, you can find that too. But again, just another myth from people who don't know, or maybe they're just always negative. I don't know. But there are a lot of different styles of properties here, which do not all look alike. So those are just some of the myths that I came across when we told people we were moving to Arizona, and that is what they told us. And I think it's nonsense. But let me know, what are the myths you have? What did I miss? What was spot on? And when are you coming to Arizona? When are you moving there? If you have questions, let me know. My contact information is below. It's Rich Brecklin, eXp Life, or Arizona Life, eXp Realty. See ya.